This is the story of a teenage girl, an honor student, whose life ended in a matter of seconds. A single gunshot in the middle of the night inside an apartment.
Hi, so the body is upstairs.
Police say the person responsible for that gunfire was inside that home, and in newly released interrogation video, he describes the moment that changed everything.
And as soon as I turned it around, I heard like boom.
But as investigators dug deeper into this case, they uncovered something even more disturbing, because this teenager's death was only the beginning of the accusations against this suspect, and what police found on his phone would raise even more questions. We're on The Case, presented by Law&Crime. I'm Stewart. Police in Ohio have released hours of newly obtained body cam footage connected to a case involving a man a judge described as, quote, foolish and reckless. While the defendant claims what happened was a tragic accident, investigators say the evidence tells a very different story, one they say amounts to homicide. Before we get to the new body cam video of the response on a cold night in Ohio in January of this year, I want you to meet the girl who lost her life, Symini Moore. She was 15 years old. She was a high school sophomore, and she and her friends were over at the apartment of an 18-year-old man. It's just before 11 p.m. when police in Lake Township, Ohio, respond to a 911 call that Moore had been shot. Now, another teen inside the apartment tells officers that there's a body upstairs.
Hi, so the body is upstairs.
So there's a lot to take in during the first couple of minutes of this body cam. Police enter a bedroom. You can see it is decked out with some interesting flag choices. Also has several flags and signs related to the Second Amendment. And they also find 18-year-old Jacob Heintzleman, and he's doing CPR on Symini Moore. It appears on the floor.
I didn't know, but there was blood on my prom shoes box, so I touched her blood, and then I washed it off in the sink.
The box come from upstairs?
Yeah, it was right next door.
Where's the body at?
Upstairs, first room on the right.
Is that the gun?
Yes.
Is it clear up there? Or can they
Yeah,
go?
it's quick.
924, can I send the medics?
The officer returns to the apartment and makes contact with the man who is responsible for that gun going off and killing the 15-year-old.
Who am I talking to?
Okay, go ahead. Just let's come downstairs.
Maxie, come over to the sink, please, honey. I was cleaning my gun. It was jammed. I couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. I took the mag out. I cleared it. There's nothing there. I was cleaning it again. I put the slide off. I put it back on. As I go to like reinsert the sock back onto the clip itself, it went off. They were just like that. First thing I did was call 911. She said CPR. Call you guys. That's exactly what I did. I've done that 1,000 times. I've never had it happen that I've done. I don't know what's going on or why I did that. I've never had that.
I was going to go downstairs to go to my car, and my key was in my purse. It was still in there. And so I was...
There are no other weapons in the
But
household. I have no other weapons on me. That's not true. I'm sorry. I think there's a 22 upstairs in that room, but that's about it.
So let's point out some details here before we go forward. Heintzleman claims that he was cleaning his gun when it went off and hit Moore. He's definitely cooperative with law enforcement, but let's face it, he is shockingly calm for someone who just had a gun go off and a bullet shoot a girl in the head. It also doesn't seem like he seems to know how many guns he actually has in his apartment.
Can you hear me? Alright. I don't know how to say this, but the guns went off. Yeah. Lexi's friend got hit, and I'm pretty sure she's dead. There was a bullet jammed in the chamber. I was cleaning it out. There were two that were actually jammed. I cleared the first one out, and when I put the second one back on, the hammer re-engaged and it went off. I'm sitting in my kitchen with one of the officers right now. The medics just came down. I'm pretty sure that they just did it based on their reactions.
Heintzleman just had a gun that went off and hit a young girl, yet he seems pretty unfazed by what just happened, as he even calmly delivers the news that Symini Moore is likely dead.
I don't know what I could have done differently. I've done that 1,000 times in this area. It's jammed before, but it's never lodged 2 bullets. Because before you guys got here, before I started CPR, I cleared it just to make sure I was cleared twice. And 2, the one round that was still fully intact came out, and I set that next to the gun with the dischambered round, and they were both in the gun. The firearm is going to be served or registered to a private act. His last name will be signed with 11 over.
Okay.
I just want to let you guys know so like if you run it, it doesn't
there's no registration in Ohio.
Yeah, no, it's registered. We've had a gentleman trying to break into my house, so he said, hey, I'll let you buy it off and we'll sign over the paperwork and whatnot. So.
Contrary to popular belief, the state doesn't keep a list of firearms. So the only paperwork, like if you buy it from a gun store, the form you fill out, and that's it.
No, my other buddy that's not, I don't know where he's at, he walked outside. We both are in the same platoon together. We've seen before, but I've been out 3.5 months, and ever since then I've been on edge and I've never had this happen. So I sleep with it, I clear it, I put it on safety, I have a lock on it almost 24/7. I'm not home with it. Gun safety, biggest cool. I'm gonna go off just because of what I saw. But I'm gonna go off and say that she's not.
And see what?
I'm gonna say that she's not making it because of where it hit. I don't know.
I'm not up to. No, I didn't.
Well, from what I saw, it looked like it hit her right about here. There was no exit wound, so it wasn't a clean shot. I tried CPR. I checked the pulse 2 or 3 different times. There was no pulse. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I should say, I've never had anything happen like this. How does that work? About when all of this is done and through, about getting Lexus weapon back, how does that work?
Well, it's going to be a while.
I figured, because it's going to have
Quite
to
a
go
while.
through
It'll be held as evidence until
everything's
everything's done.
Yeah, I figured it would be something along the lines of that. I should come back.
Because they'll go to either Bowling Green or Columbus for testing by the BCI. So
The CSI coming through to go through it.
BCI, yeah.
Yeah. I'm assuming one will be on the one.
Should be. If she didn't make it.
Judging on where I could see that looked like him. May I go hug my girlfriend? Is that okay? I can show you my phone.
Probably not every time.
Well, the only reason I'm asking is because she's never dealt with anything like this. That's why I'm walking.
Can't let the medics talk with it for a minute.
When I did CPR, it did sound like she had fluid.
You will notice that this suspect really appears to think he knows everything, but it doesn't seem like he understands what just happened will land him in prison for years.
I mean, I end up staying with you guys for the night.
Probably be a while.
Maybe a while.
Just I don't know however long they take talking to you tonight.
Well, that's what I meant.
Yeah, it won't be like days or anything.
Well, I didn't know what the circumstance of what's going on. If, you know, you guys had to keep me there if I had to go to jail and tell me what's going on. Shit, it sounds
I
like
did talk on the word was, because I know we're not allowed to discriminate.
around and you shoot. I was like, no, like I clean my gun like I do every night with my buddy. I can't explain it any other way. It literally, I've never double chambered a weapon before. I didn't even know it was possible.
Oh, okay.
But I cleared it and the shell came out. Actually, that's not even true. The round was still a bullet and it came out.
All
Then the
three
shell
are just
came
my
out.
first and last.
That's the only reason I knew it was double chambered.
Yeah.
Makes it so that we know that you were the one
Just, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but typically when you shoot a weapon, the shell's supposed to self-eject.
Yep.
At least that's what I thought, but
Supposed to, but they don't always.
yeah. I don't know if it was, we've been having the problems, so like if you look on the spray of it itself, there's either like rust or some sort of like orange paint or something on the top of the spray towards the, where the actual tip of the barrel is. I don't know if that was a problem. I don't know if it was just sticky and got washed in there.
Grab photos of
Because my buddy, who's like the registered owner, it was like did you chamber one before? And I'm like,
10 millimeter,
Yeah, it's in my trunk. Yep.
and then give me a picture of front of the townhome and rear of the townhome. Perfect.
It's
Let's get him over 2-5.
Okay.
And Jason needs some info from you when you get there.
Okay.
Appreciate you guys helping out.
My bag upstairs.
Got it.
Find its way home.
Yep, I got it in my car.
Okay.
That's most of the pictures on.
Yeah, I've got all focused on getting the gun out of here, so.
Yeah, Jason, you need info from me for the warrant.
Okay.
Just get them there.
1,000 pounds.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, I said you've been in the Marine Corps, so, you know, you should know first thing about firearm safety and handling.
You would think I would know damn near everything about it, but they still
Did you
surprise me.
see this
It happens.
for photos?
Heintzleman's brought back to the police station, and we have video of what he says to an officer in an interview room, and it is obvious that Heintzleman likes to talk.
Because I've never made a mistake with a weapon. I was raised so heavily on gun safety.
Well, going through the police academy, one of the things they do with the pistols is check down the barrel once, put it down, check it a second time, and like the instructors come by and check it twice.
Yeah.
And if you can't see light down the barrel, then they take a stick and pop the stick through it,
Yeah.
and then a clean rod that stick.
Yeah, I was actually just due, once I got paid, either next week or this upcoming or next week. I was actually about to go get one, another one. Same style as his.
Pistol.
Yeah, my buddy's getting me a M16 fully modded out, you know, dual laser light. What else did it have on it? It had trigger guard, it had optic on it, had all a bunch of stuff on it. It was completely decked out. He was doing that for me for like an early birthday gift and a thank you because of how much I do for him.
The officer appears to just be, frankly, babysitting the suspect before the detectives come in to question him, and the officer really gets Heintzleman to continue talking.
And as soon as I turned it around, I heard click, boom. It was that simple. Hand wasn't even on the trigger. I had it on the side of the thing. Never put my hand on the trigger, just in case. That's actually what happened with my buddy's gun. Our hand wasn't on the trigger. You know the palm locks that we put it up on the grip has the palm locks. He had that one, so he had the.
Is that Springfield?
They have them on Springfield, but his isn't one. It's not
Or any one of the versions of 1911.
something like that.
Yeah.
And his did the exact same thing because you know when you grab it, you had it on your hand, you had it on the side like that because there was pressure on it. It discharged almost immediately. Yeah. But like we pulled the trigger, he was like, I don't know. We were absolutely in shock when that happened.
The only thing I've ever had happen with ammo is I have a AR-10, and it tried to chamber 2 rounds at the same time. So it jammed 2 bullets into the chamber, and the bolt was stuck on, like the bullet, 1 round was here, the bolt jammed that in between that one and then on the bottom of the other one. And I'm trying to remember how I had to unstick it. I think I had to use a hammer and like a kink because it had ridden forward that hard.
Well, I'm not even, like, I'm still grasping the fact that she got shot, yeah, but I'm grasping the fact of how, because I have never, that's not true, I think I have once or twice, but I've never seen, you know, a pistol like that chambered 2 rounds.
Heintzleman may talk like he knows everything about firearms, but evidence would prove he is not as careful with firearms as he is making it seem here. And I really found this next part shocking. He says that those who witnessed Moore's death made jokes after she was shot.
Her best friend made a joke and she was like, I really don't want to react, I'm just going to use humor. I said, why? She was like, well, because she is safe. Like, she doesn't have to go in for that if she don't want to go into it. I'm just like, that's really too soon. Way too soon.
Yeah, that's humor you learned in basic training.
See, as much as about the situation that I want to laugh, just because I use laughter to cure that. It's just what I do. Like, you know, my grandfather died. I was just like, well, I don't know when we go pick strawberries with now. It's kind of like, Or like random stuff will go missing in my house or go with it. I'm like, damn it, Larry, where's my grandpa? I'm like, stop touching my Like, humor is my way to solve a lot of my problems. But I'm just kind of like on this situation, I want to, because I know it'll make me feel a little better. But at the same time, I don't, because I'm just like, that's not something I really want to think about. Because it's like one specific part that's continuously replayed.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the only part, which is the fact that, like, you know, as soon as I put the slide, because like the way it is, you had to like pull the slide back and then lock it to then, you know, flip the switch back up to close it. And it was as soon as I pulled it back, because the way that it is, because it likes to get stuck right before you can like truly lock it.
Yeah.
So I like threw it back into it, and as soon as it just hit, it was just enough pressure. I don't understand how, but
I know.
M&P.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's 10 mil M&P.
I'm trying to think of what. There was one I was cleaning, you know, and like normally you just slide it on like that.
Yeah.
Well, it went on the first two slides, and then it like one side went up on that, and I was having a lot of trouble, you know, just trying to pull it back off, and not trying to force it because I didn't want to break anything. And eventually got it and it slid back on. I can't remember what kind of gun it was.
Well, like, so I was sitting kind of like this, right? And she was laying on my bed. She was kind of laying like, if you were to lay like that, it was her head towards me, because she was like laying on the side of my bed watching TV. We all were. Actually, we were watching Pit Chases. And, you know, I'm putting my gun on, and I like throw it back into it. And as soon as I did, my hand pushed it up, and as soon as it did, it just was enough to discharge it. And I immediately heard it, and I looked over, because I thought, you know, I put her onto my bed. I was like, okay, terrifying, put her onto the wall, put her onto the bed, nobody gets hurt. I would rather that happen, an accident, big deal. And then the moment I look over, I'm just like, put it around, get everybody out, call the cops. That was the first thing I did. And my friend was like, call the cops, call the cops, call the cops. And I'm just like, I gotta find my phone. I have to find my phone to call the cops.
Heintzleman is so casual about everything that just took place in the hours before the video you just watched. He also gets a phone call in the interview room as he was waiting for a detective, and he talks about ordering food.
It's definitely nice being back here and not being treated like a criminal and just like a civilian with an accident. Well, I know it was, but I mean, still, that's okay. They don't know that. They could have completely perceived that a different way. Oh, I bet he is. Probably. I like Mr. Scott. He seems like a good guy.
Try to be.
He goes, they try to be. Oh, he's flexing now. I said, oh, he's flexing now.
Starter yawn.
See, now that would be a him question. I don't know if he wants to flex in the mirror. I think I might beat him. Shit. I'll tell you what though, I need an IOU. I want to eat, but I don't at the same time. I'm so beyond like hungry and thirsty, but it's not even fine. Because I haven't eaten in like the last 2 days. Food, but it's not like I can exactly get it. It's not like DoorDash will just be like, hey, here you go. Again, I don't exactly think so. Just be like, here's some food. I'll let your friend bring you some food. I think that's how it works. I don't know. Someone else is coming over. Uh-oh. Yep, there we go.
The detective then comes in, and police have yet to release that part to us, but after whatever he said with that detective in that conversation, officers return to the room and place him under arrest.
What's up, man?
Put his money back.
Hands behind your back.
I am.
Put your palms together. Palms together.
Can you tell me what's happening, please?
Yeah, okay. Those alright, not too tight?
Perfectly fine, sir. You mind telling me what's going on now?
Yep, you're being transported to the county jail.
For what?
That, I'm not sure. You'll find out that I was not privy to the information, I'm just driving. Good one?
Good go.
Okay.
It's fast.
Alright. Appreciate you.
Am I not allowed a phone call? Am I not allowed a phone
This is what
call?
we're gonna do. We're gonna take a seat, okay?
Yeah.
We're not gonna talk the whole way down, okay? Just take a seat for me.
Sir, I'm right to the phone call.
You can get one when you get to the jail. Yes, sir. You get the other side, so you can hand in this.
Sir, I do have one quick question.
Yes.
The guy said that if anything were to happen, I just have my 2 vapes on me. They said they would take it later.
Okay.
They said that before they took me, I would be able to get at least a few phone numbers from my cell phone so I can call somebody. How does that work?
Where's your cell phone at?
That gentleman has it in there.
Oh, then no. If it's already seized and booked, we can't take it out of booking.
No, that's fine. He said that if I left or anything, that I would be able to get a cell phone, like a number out of it.
Yeah, I got no way to do that, man.
Can you ask him? Because that was the gentleman who I talked to.
You talk to who?
That gentleman that just walked out that door right before I walked out. That's the man that I need to talk to real quick. He was the one who said I could.
Okay. Let me go ask, but I'm assuming the answer's going to be no, but worth a shot.
Thank you, sir.
A grand jury indicted Heintzleman on charges of reckless homicide, improperly handling a firearm in a motor vehicle, carrying a concealed weapon, and failure to comply with underage alcohol laws. Now, initially, Heintzleman pleaded guilty by reason of insanity. In April, the court found him competent to stand trial. This is video of Heintzleman in court per WTOL in Ohio. Then you have in May, he pleaded guilty to charges of reckless homicide with a gun, specification, improper transportation of a firearm in a motor vehicle, carrying a concealed weapon, and an underage alcohol violation. According to WTOL, on the day of the shooting, Heintzleman had driven with the gun in his car as it was loaded and accessible. But that's not all. This case took a very disturbing twist when authorities say they made a shocking discovery on Heintzleman's phone. He also pleaded guilty to illegal use of a minor and nudity-oriented material, and they say the victim in that case is not Moore and separate from the case involving the bullet that went off as he says he was cleaning his gun. Heintzleman was sentenced to 7.5 years in prison on the reckless homicide charges and also 4 years in prison on the case related to the material found on his phone. So in total, he is sentenced to 11.5 years in Ohio prison. Heintzleman will also be a Tier 2 sex offender, and he will have to register with the sheriff's office every 6 months for 25 years after his release. That will do it for On the Case, presented by Law&Crime. Subscribe to us on YouTube and Spotify, and we are also streaming on Peacock. I'm Chris Stewart. We'll see you next time.